All right, Tawanda, welcome to the Real Estate Bay Rescue Show. Let's take you off mute and tell us, what is your real estate rescue? How can we help?
My real estate rescue. I'm new to this. Just trying to get some information on where to start. I've been having a property for about 5 years, haven't done anything to it, and a friend referred me to this podcast. So I'm just trying to find out what are my next steps. I'm new, like I said, I don't really know. I just need to know which direction I need to go in.
Okay. And did you say you already had a property?
Yeah, I have a property already.
Okay, you have a property. Let's chat about that a little bit. So where's that property located?
It's located down by Bissell Mansion on Grand in 70.
Okay.
It's a four-family flat. I've had it since 2018. I was gonna start working on it, but when COVID happened, I started using up my funds, and here we are. So
So you have a vacant property in St. Louis, correct?
yes,
Got it in 2018. What was the purchase price?
2,500. It was an LRA property.
Okay. LRA. And then for those who are listening, the LRA is the Land Revitalization Act that happens right here in St. Louis. And long story less long, St. Louis sells properties, as you can imagine, a four-family for 2,500 for very cheap. Many major cities sell them for very cheap when they need a lot of work on them. And so it looks like Ms. Tawana got that one in 2018, I think I heard.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we got the LRA property, 2,500. Before COVID, or since you've bought it, let me ask it that way. Since you've bought it, what all have you done on the property so far?
Keep the grass cut.
Mm-hmm. We keep the grass cut. Have you been getting offers on it?
Yeah.
Okay. What type of offers are you getting on that property?
Like one person. No, they asked me. I told them 75,000, but I don't really know how to bid. And then they want to come in and look at it, but the back fell down after the storm, so it's no way you can go inside and look at it.
Okay.
So they'll say, I saw your number on whatever they saw my number on, and they want to purchase it. I get calls like that all the time.
And I'm curious on, let's talk about what your goal is for that property. What do you need? Excuse me, let me do it like this. What is the goal? And then what do you need to accomplish that goal? Let's start with the goal first.
My goal was to have a four-family flat and have, I guess, offer four one-bedroom apartments.
Okay.
That was the original plan. But since then, I was going to change to two bedrooms.
Okay.
But then I went back to 4 one-bedrooms. So it's like back and forth, back and forth. But I want to get it fixed, but I don't want to use my money.
Okay. What are the lenders saying that you've been in contact with?
I haven't even been in contact with the lenders for real.
Why not?
I don't know. I just kind of left it by the wayside and was trying to buy some properties that are up and running.
Yeah.
And try to see how I can get into that,
Mm-hmm.
and use some of the money that I have to start working on what I have, the property that I have.
Do you live in your property that you like? Do you live in a property that you own?
No.
Okay. Okay. So, got it. And so the need is other people's money in order to get this four-family up, correct?
Yes.
How much money do you believe that you need to get this home back developed and back in good standing?
At least 175 to 200,000.
Okay. And
I actually got a bid from a contractor on that. That's what he said, about 200,000.
Okay, so you do have a bid. Okay, you got a bid. What year did you get that bid?
Got it about in April.
Okay, April 24.
Yeah.
We got the bid for $200,000 for this property. Do you know that if you were to put the $200,000 in it, what the property will be worth?
No.
Okay. What street is it on?
Randall Place.
Randall Place. Okay. I'm going to ask a question that's kind of about real estate, because we're talking about real estate, but it's not really about real estate. I want to know personally, what has happened in the last like 5 years mentally where little work or traction has been done regarding getting this done or getting it even started? What's happening mentally and personally over the last 5 years where we've like not done it and we've avoided this house? What's happened?
I don't know. I guess kind of put it by the wayside. I wasn't really thinking about it until my cousin, she do a lot of real estate, and she told me about, hey, what about your property? Are you gonna think about fixing? And then I didn't really start thinking about it till people start calling me. They just recently start calling me.
Okay.
So like I said, I just put it by the wayside.
Okay. Okay. So can I just give it to you straight?
Yeah.
So you're probably new here. So my personality is just very, very straight because I think that people need the real and the truth. I feel that this property has overwhelmed you.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes when we're overwhelmed with something, y'all, we shut down. So our brains are really smart. So they compartmentalize what is important. How we tell our brain something is important is the amount of time we spend on a thing. The
Okay.
reason why this hasn't worked is because we've spent no time working on it. And so our brain has taken it from something that used to be important potentially in 2018 and it
Yeah.
moved it way back and say, it's not as important. Other things are coming before it. Now, nothing is wrong with what you've attempted to do. If I'm giving you straight, raw, real coaching right now, the very next person that calls you to buy that property, you need to sell it.
Okay.
Yeah. When we look at the taxes that you're paying taxes to St. Louis. If you're not paying them now, you'll pay them at the close of this if you sell for holding the property for the last 6 years, excuse me. You're going to be in the red if you don't get from underneath this. So I just sent an email about this not too long ago. Oftentimes in the real estate space, especially for new investors, we're told, Ms. Tawana, just to buy anything, like just buy
Yeah.
something. It's going to work out. You'll figure it out later. No. In
That's
your
what I was
case,
told.
in my case too, I've been in the same situation. I was told the same thing, just buy something. The second property I ever bought, I bought for $12,000. He gave me the keys after I paid him $600. So I was the rightful owner with $600. I just sold that property this month for $25,000. I was in the same situation you were in right here in St. Louis. I bought a Vaco that needed everything. It needed a little under $100,000 worth of work. And I just thought, well, one day I'll figure it out. Well, one day ended up being 4 years later. Same situation as you. This is happening right now to me. And I said, I need to be a responsible investor and watch this, a responsible member of that community because I own land there. And I need to give this property to somebody that has the means and the time and the capacity to develop it. It's one thing to own property, it's another thing to be an actual investor. You just own property. You're trying to move into becoming an actual investor. That's going to take something that comes a little bit more easier. And the reason why I say that is because when you have so many things to do, when you hear the invoice, $200,000, that's life-changing money that you have to
Yeah.
give away to a thing that you technically don't know if it's going to really work. Like technically you don't.
Right.
And we all don't in that situation. And so it becomes a heavier burden than what it's worth carrying. The very
Yes.
next person that calls you on that property, you should sell. You should also get realtor representation. We are helping a client sell a LRA property. He got it for, dang, I'm gonna give you his, I'm gonna mess this up. I think he bought it for maybe $1,000. He's selling for, ah, let's call my realtor really quickly. She's just right next door. Let's see what he's selling for. He's selling it right now. He bought an LRA property here in St. Louis. Let's see if she answers. Hey, what did Gully buy that LRA property for? 3,000. He bought it for $3,000. And then what is he selling it for? 20. Okay, thank you. How do you feel about those numbers?
I feel good.
That's how I feel. I told you I got mine for $600. Like, I think you should just walk with 20,000. If you want one of us to have a consultation with you to help you, because she's just right across the hall. She knows that area really well. Obviously, we're all here in St. Louis. We can help you list that, come up with a strategy. It may not go for 20, but I got 25 for mine too. So I think that right now, especially right over there where you are, where Grand is, we could probably list that. And you're gonna make way more than 2,500. I'll tell you that right now. So
It's down the street from Bissell Mansion. Does that make any difference?
I'm not originally from the city, so I don't even
Okay.
know where that is. Bissell Mansion. Bissell sounds really familiar, but let me just look up that really quickly because it may mean something to me. But I can see if one of my realtors want to take down your information, give you a
Yes.
call. Let me just type that in. Bissell Mansion. Oh, Randall Place. Here it is. Let me see. I wish, and when you were getting those calls, you never got anybody's number, like with how much they wanted to sell it for?
Nope, because they kept saying, "Could I see it? Could I see it?" I'm like, "How'd you get my number? Like, you must have saw something." I'm thinking they rolled past it or something, you know?
No, there's a system that anybody that owns land in the history of America, I can just look up your address and pull your phone number up. Okay. So this is Randall Place. It's a 4-family. Yep. So yeah, I can't see if one of them have the capacity to take you on as a client. You'll sign contracts and we'll put it on the market and see what happens. We've been getting offers for our clients typically in like a week or two. It may not be that easy for you. I don't want to make it seem like it's easier, but I promise you it's easier than sitting on it for 5 or 6 years. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel like a little sense of release.
That's exactly how I felt when I listed mine. I was like, I listed mine for 28,000. I got an offer for 20. I said she can have it for 25. And she came up to 25 and I pick up my check in a week. Take it. I feel like this weight has lifted because it doesn't make you sometimes we feel like we failed. It actually makes you responsible. Because I had an idea and you can still live out that same idea in a better in a better ready house, a better ready investment. So now you'll potentially walk 15, 20, 18, and now you have the money. Now you're positioned to want to, you got to be responsible next because now you're going to be positioned to put a down payment on a property that can cash flow you forever. That decision could change your life. But if you take it and you chip away at it, you know how we do, then you're gonna be back regretting.
I'm a good steward of my finances.
Okay, well, praise God. Listen. All right. Do me a favor, drop your phone number because I don't want to forget your phone number and email in a chat directly over to me, and then I'll have one of my
How do I do that?
You see the chat?
Okay, let me see.
On Zoom, yeah. If you drop it right there, I'll grab it and have one
of you.
Okay.
Okay, send to you.
Perfect. Alrighty. Hopefully we can work together and we can get that problem off of you before the holidays. I think that'll feel really good going into the new year.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Alrighty, dear. Thank you for calling in with your real estate rescue. I got Lisa Foster here, and then I have some more phone numbers here. Y'all, we are just chatting about what things, awesome. Let me grab that number. What thing, and then Tawana also send me the address so they can, my realtors are going to pull a report.
Okay.
They're going to pull a report on the property and see what's selling around it. They'll probably go to the property, take some pictures. We know you can't access it. We have to figure out a way to let our guys in, or not our guys, but let sellers in, buyers in. And so we'll get somebody out there to look at it if you decide to go into contract with us. And then we'll go from there. All right, Lisa Foster, iPhone 138, and then the phone number starting at 818. Anybody can jump. I'm going to take Lisa Foster off mute and let us know what your real estate rescue is. Awesome. And how can we help you?
Hi, I just have a quick question about when I'm ready to move forward and purchase a property through you.
Yes.
I guess my understanding is that the income that I receive from the tenant will be applied towards the mortgage, and it'll be about 300 or 400 left. And then I would set that aside, I guess, in an account, escrow account, in case anything happens to the property. So I can use that to service the property. So I'm wondering, at what time would I be able to yield any, financial gain from the property? Like monthly income, or do I receive income from it when I sell it? Like from the equity over time?
Okay, I think I understand. After the tenant is in place, we bought a house together, the tenant is in place, the tenant's rent being $1,500 will take care of a part of the mortgage, or all of the mortgage, excuse me. Let's say the mortgage was $700. You're going to then keep the difference of $800 for the sake of this example. I think that's the right math. And so now every month you make $800 on that $1,500 because you took care of the needs of running that business, which is paying the mortgage. What's the next question?
Okay, so I thought the numbers were different. I thought that I would only receive like about 400. And then I would just have to set that aside just in case anything happened to the property.
You could receive 400. What's your budget that you're trying to buy it? Like, what's the cash you have, or what type of budget do you have to buy a
Well, I
rental
mean, I
property?
just kind of needed to make money. Like whatever investment I do, I wanted to make monthly income to,
What's your monthly income
service.
goal? Because it's not 300 or 400.
Right. More like 5,000 a month.
Okay. And how
So I
much
guess, I mean, I would need multiple properties to have that,
Mhm.
to achieve that. Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
So we have clients that make double that a month. But they put in the time. They got started. Actually, the one I'm thinking of, he only bought two, and then he started figuring out different creative ways to come back and buy more and more. But he only had enough income for like one or two. I mean, he only had enough cash on hand for like one or two. So after those first two, he was only making maybe $700, $800 in cash flow a month. And then he started to find ways to raise money and started bringing that money towards his down payment. We have other clients that use the equity in their home to grab, between 4 to 10 properties. Do you already own a property yourself?
My personal property.
Okay. And then, because I want to give you a really clear answer on what that looks like for you. When it comes, so you own your personal property, where are you located at?
California.
In Cali. Got it. Would you be using the equity from that, or are you saying, Gabby, I have a little bit of cash I'll be using?
I don't. I mean, I'm not ready right now. I'm just looking to do this in the near future, like maybe the beginning of next year.
Okay. We don't have
So
the
at that
cash.
time,
Go ahead.
right. So at that time, I may try to pull money out of my property.
Okay. Candid question, no wrong answer. What's the difference between right now and the beginning of next year? What would be the difference? What happens?
Just trying to clear a few things up off of my credit. I just
Okay,
want to be in the best position.
got it. Okay. Credit wise, you guys, our lenders are going to be looking at about a 660. So right there, middle of the road. Cash on hand for each property that you're going to need when you're buying a house with a budget of 90,000 or more, which is our minimum. If people want to buy houses with us as an agency, our minimum is 90K. Okay. So if you're hiring the agency, it's 90K. The other lady I was talking to, Tawanda, she lives here in St. Louis. She's not hiring the agency, it sounds like. She's just selling with my brokerage. There is no minimum with the brokerage. Okay. But you're going to come to the table with a lot of the stuff that you've done yourself because you're not getting the agency, which is fine as well. The agency, going back there, it's $90,000 minimum. You're going to need about $25,000 to $30,000 liquid per house. You have the numbers right. If we buy at 90,000 after you pay the mortgage, you're going to have between, I like to tell people, 375 and 550. So it could be a little bit higher than that, 3 to 4. So 375 to 550 is going to be that first home. Then we do that 2 to 3 times. Most clients get to about 3 or 4 homes. So they're probably making maybe a little less than $2,000 a month. The first year of doing real estate is where you make the least amount of money. But what you've done is made the most amount of impact because you got started. So the impact is there. It's like if you're getting ready to hit something and you know that that blow is good because you've already swung your fist, you're getting ready to hit something, but all of the energy is exerted out of you. This may not be a good example. The energy is exerted out of you, but you haven't hit your goal yet. Okay, I'm trying to get a place. So we exerted out the energy to buy real estate in year one. Maybe we bought 4 rentals. Year one will be the cheapest amount of money that you'll make in the history of real estate. Because if you follow what we do at the agency, every 11 months, you will increase your rents with Section 8. All 4 properties will be in the government program, Section 8. You'll be a government contracted landlord. And every 11 months, we're going to send out a notice to increase the rent. On average, we did this all this year. On average, when we look back at our clients, they were increasing rents by 30 to 37%. So let's imagine that a tenant was paying you $1,200, the government was paying you $1,200 for one of their families, and they increased that by 30%. That's going to go from $1,200 to about $1,600. every time. So now we go 16, 16, 16, 16, right? So now we went from $2,000 a month in rent, maybe 1,800, to now we're at almost $3,000 a month in rent. And so we're close in just 11 months. We're more than halfway through that $5,000 that you wanted to do. And we just keep doing that. So real estate absolutely is a slow build. I personally don't know any industry where you plant a seed and then you get 5,000 out unless you're planting a lot of seeds. And so we do go after quantity, and it's perfect in my market because the real estate is still so affordable. And so clients can typically borrow from their primary home and go after quantity. I know you know this a lot, Lisa, because I see you on our trainings and things like that. I love seeing you come in. Am I helping in any way, or this stuff that you kind of knew?
No, that was great, great. And then I guess, so like, say if I basically need around 30K, right? Just for the down payment and, well, maybe down payment and your fees.
Mm-hmm. So, oh, um, sorry, that threw me off. So that is for the down payment. That's not including hiring the agency. It's not including hiring the agency. That is just what you need
Okay,
for actual real estate. To hire our agency is 14,000 to hire our agency to represent you here in the St. Louis market. That is our flat one-time retainer to help you in the St. Louis market. Of course, you know we do everything. We're full turnkey. We're going to help you with the lending process, help you find money, or help you use other people's money. Then we have the money established, which typically takes maybe a week, very quick, because we already have the lenders waiting to give you money. Then once we have the money, we're going to start looking for your property. That's where the 25,000 goes towards your down payment, closing costs, appraisal, and so forth. We establish the buying of that asset, that business. Then we're going to renovate the property if you need it. You may not need it. Then we're going to renovate it, fix it up, and then screen and place your tenants. Okay. Hopefully that was.
okay. So what about, can I use that property, the initial property, and at what point would I be able to like refinance it so I can pull money out to do the, repeat the process and do the quantity?
Reggie, yep. So if you use private money, you can pull the money out pull your money back out. Typically it would take probably 4 to 6 months if you use private money. Okay. If you use private money, if you use regular banking money, you have to wait 12 months. Wait 12 months to pull your money out. So I would say if we use regular banking money, we're going after property we did not have the capacity to renovate. And so the market with the regular side, regular money from Bank of America, Regions Bank, BBT, regular money, that money in that type of asset, what we typically see is homes appreciate typically after the 24-month mark. So if you're saying, Gabby, I want to buy our house, 90K, I want it to be already done. I want it to not need any work because I don't have the capital capacity at this time. That house could take 2 years to be able to pull equity out of it. If you use private, we're going to build the equity in the home. Let me know if I'm making sense. We're going to do a renovation and build the equity in the home. So we're going to buy less, renovate it to make it worth more, then pull your money out. It's really up to you which strategy you want to do.
Sounds great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome. All right. Let me know if you all have any questions. Welcome to the Real Estate Bay Rescue Show. I think I have Miss Rogers in here, and I talked to Lisa already. Something is in my eye. Ali. Who else is this? And then we have some numbers. I don't have y'all's. Okay, Destiny Martin. All right, cool. Destiny is going to come off mute. I'm going to ask you to come off mute. Welcome to the Real Estate Bay Rescue Show. Let us know what your rescue is. How can we help?
Thank you. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Okay. First I want to say real quick, I have been following you for a couple years now with no action, I know. But as you was talking to Miss Tawana earlier, my rescue is I'm tired of sitting around. I want to get started, but again, like you was telling Miss Tawana earlier, I get so overwhelmed with the information that I just shut down and I quit. But I feel like I have a decent enough job to get started. But I do have some outstanding questions as you was just talking about um getting started, like the numbers that we all need to get started. I guess I'm just that's my ultimate long-term goal, and to get those questions answered. Like I want to get my husband and I want to get our first property, right? But and I'm just going to be honest, I don't think we are there financially just yet. As far as cash on hand, we only have about, not our separate money, but money together, about $20,000. And I know that's not going to get anything, but we do own a home. We have been here. This year will be like the 8th year. I don't know much about the pulling equity out of our home and all of that. So I guess my main concern is like, what do I need to do to get started onto getting all of that information through you guys? And I think you said um to work with you guys is 14,000. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you located?
I'm located in Mississippi.
Okay.
And
Go ahead, please.
no, I'm sorry. Our goal is to get a property here where we live or close.
Sure. Yeah.
So I guess we just need to know, like, even I understand we don't have the financial gains yet to get started, but we're open to the lenders, etc. And like I said, all of the equity talk and all of that, we just simply don't know what direction to go in. But from listening to you, I guess we would need to just, I don't know, make a move and start working with you guys.
Yeah, I don't I don't have any reason that I understand on why you are not taking action. So I want to just talk about something outside of real estate. What's happening in life where this is a goal, but we don't have the capacity, we don't have the time to work on it? Would it be, I'm too comfortable, Gabby, I'm kind of like chilling, but I know I need to do this? Or is it, I'm distracted? Every time I try to pick this up, something happens, something else happens. Which one of those feel more like where you are?
That's exactly it. The first thing is I feel like I'm too busy. I know you're a mom, I'm a mom, and my youngest, she is she's not autistic, but she's in that area. So I feel like I'm just always super busy, and every time I look into this real estate, I just get sidetracked, and again I get overwhelmed, and I just don't take no action, and I'm kind of tired of it. And like you said, I am comfortable, but I'm tired of I can be doing other things with my money. Like I said, I think I have a decent enough job to get started, and
Where's your credit at?
My credit, I just checked it the other day. I think it was 723.
Okay.
Is that bad?
No, that's great. Because what I hear you dealing with, I mean, I have a solution for you, but tonight we launch our consulting arm of the agency, where people just like yourself, you have $20,000, your credit is in the 700s, you own your primary home. Gabby, I really want to do this. We'll be your consultants to do this in your own market. But you don't have an information issue. I feel that you said distracted maybe a little bit. I'm listening for the spirit, for the Holy Spirit, to see if I'm missing anything, because let me say it like this. If I can be alongside you, getting everything that you need, helping you get everything that you need to get done right there in this Mississippi market, and I can give you the lenders that lend in all 50 states. I can help you on strategy calls. I can get you my tenant placement specialist, so you know what to look for when you try to obtain your government contract for Section 8. I can look at all the deals with you in a container, and I can do that with you and be alongside you and be partially responsible for what you need to start doing this. Is that something that you feel like you would say yes to?
Of course, yes.
Not in the St. Louis market, in your own market, because if you were to pay me, we don't have enough money left, right? So it would be something far cheaper, much less cheaper. You would do the majority of the heavy lifting, but I would be in your ear and you would have my contact, and we would talk every single week until you're under contract. I would help with finding the realtor, screening the property, looking at the reports, everything. What would stop you? Let's look into the future. Let's say we're working together already. What would stop you from closing a property with me in that process?
I I don't, like I said, I've been following you for years. I don't think nothing would stop me unless it's just something, I don't know, catastrophic. I honestly don't think nothing would stop me, because I feel like once I'm locked into something and with a great mentor, I know
Mhm.
you guys are, I don't I don't think nothing will stop me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you a text message. Let me just get this down. We opened the doors today. I don't have it in front of me to when the doors close. Wait a minute. Do me a favor and message. Are you on your, can you see the chat?
I can, yes.
Okay. Chat me your phone number and email, and then we'll set up a call. I'm going to give you everything that you need on that call to make a decision on that call. Um, but yeah, we built that part out. It's called Focus and Funded. Excuse me. We soft launch it today, but we officially launch it the 29th. But I'm only taking 10 people because I'm testing it. And typically when I test, it's the cheapest price, because I'm trying to see if this is something that the Lord is calling me to do. I do feel that he is, where I would be, again, consulting and holding people accounting and mentoring them in their own market. So we want to make sure that that's something that you can commit to. When you tell your husband that you're doing this, what would he say? First thing.
He, it's fun. He would say, let's pray about it. Let's pray about it. But I think, like I was talking to him about this about 2 weeks ago, and it sounded like he was pretty much on board and ready, because he know, like you said earlier, we've gotten too comfortable, and but I think he'll be on board because we're both ready to finally take action instead of just sitting here, because it seemed like year after year after year,
Mhm.
we're just sitting and we're not doing anything. And I think it's turned into a little of frustration. And our
Yeah.
kids, we only have 2 kids, and our kids, I think I'm personally more ready, because they have gotten a little older. They're not toddlers. They're still small, young children, but they're not toddlers anymore. So I feel like we have more time on our hands. So I think he'll be ready to go.
Okay. All right. So your homework for today is just to talk to him about that. Like, potentially, babe, I found somebody that is going to consult us here. She's going to help with the realtoring process, looking at the deals with us. We're going to do the majority of the heavy lifting, but she's going to be in our ear, looking at the deals. Where you're going to get my strategist, you're going to get my renovation guide to make sure anything you need to reno, making sure the prices are right. You're going to get my tenant placement strategist as well, so that the government contract is as high as we can take it. Looking at that for you guys. And then, I don't see why a person couldn't close using that. So hopefully we can work together and you could be one of the first ones in this new product that we're launching to help people. Literally, that's what you said is the financial snapshot or makeup of a person we're trying to help. You live in an affordable market. You have enough to close Mississippi, and your credit score is good. You own a home and you have a job. That's the client that needs me for consulting in an affordable market.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon. I got your number down.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh wait, Destiny. Okay, cool. Let's see. Who else do we have that wants to come off mute and give us your real estate rescue? I have Ali on here as well, and Massa Rogers. We got a couple minutes left if you want to come off mute and tell us what your real estate rescue is.
Hi, Gabby.
Hello.
It's Allie.
Okay,
Okay,
Alan, my bad.
so you're okay. We're in the same market, but so just like the lady at first, I've been following you for a long time. I was late to the beginning part, so I didn't hear everything that you said, but of course I'm gonna have to talk to my husband, but we already have and I don't know if you can help. I'm pretty sure you can help us, but I don't know if you would want to. But we have 6 properties already.
Okay.
And we just not moving as fast as I think we should.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. So
Are all of those rented?
they are rented.
Love it. Awesome job. What year did you start?
We started in 2020.
Okay. And then how much do you make every month on your rentals? How much rental income do you make from each rent?
So I don't know the total, but from 800, one is 800 to
Mhm.
1,000. The rest of them are 1,000, but only one of them in Berkeley is for 800.
Okay. So you make about $3,800 a month in rental income from your rentals.
Yes.
Love it. Awesome job. You started in 2020, so you've been doing this for 4 years. So in the early years, my motto was like grab one property a year. So you've exceeded that. What's your goal, Allie?
I need to come off of my job and it'd be an option where my husband can come off his job too.
Okay. If we're starting with you as the first goal to leave your job, do you have kids?
Yes.
How
Uh,
many kids?
we have 3, but um one is 25, and then my daughter and son are 2, 3, and 6.
Okay. Love it. Okay. So 3 and 6 in the home. We started in 2020. Your goal, leave your job. How much do you need to? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. Those 6 properties, how many? No, you got 6 properties. Wait a minute. I did the
Yeah, I
math
have
wrong.
6.
So you make $5,800 every
I
month.
should be writing it down. I should have did the calculator. Sorry.
If you have 6 properties and all of them except for one make $800, so this one makes $800, and then these 5 make 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Every month you make $5,800 in rental income.
Yes, that's better. Yeah.
My
But
bad.
it doesn't look like nothing. But the 800 is paying our mortgage.
Paying your personal mortgage.
Yes.
How much more money do you need to make to feel comfortable leaving your job?
So I think I need 2 more doors.
Okay. And then I'm going to go back to the portfolio really quickly. We got 6 properties. How many of those have mortgages?
2. But I think my problem is, okay, so
Tell me.
the other ones, they're in my LLC.
Okay.
So I don't know if I can pull the equity out since they're in the LLC.
You can.
You can? Okay.
Yeah. That's the only problem we got.
That was the
Does it
only problem.
seem what is we need 2 more doors in order to feel comfortable leaving your job. You make $6,800 a month in rental income. Only 2 of them have mortgages, and then you have your primary mortgage. What am I missing? What's keeping you stuck? What's keeping you up at night? Because so far I don't see it, but there's something
Because
there.
it's just it's not moving as quickly as I want it to go.
Speed.
Yes.
Okay, let me think about your process a little bit. Can you walk us through those 6 doors? How did you find them and how did you acquire them?
So the first ones we got, I think those came off of Zillow.
Okay,
And then
you found them yourself.
yes. And
Okay.
then
Did you renovate them?
no, most of them are turnkey. This very last one that we got in Jennings, we had to do a lot of work, but that was it.
Okay.
We've mostly been getting turnkeys
Mhm.
from other investors. The last and the other 2 we got from other investors that we know personally.
Okay.
And then one of the people that my husband cuts grass for, she used to gave us the other one. Well, not gave it to us, but told us about it.
Okay. And then tell us what was the price point on those properties?
So Frost was 40. Torlina, the properties in Berkeley were 40.
Okay. How many are
Uh,
in Berkeley?
2 in Berkeley. The one in Canfield, that one was 55. One in Norwood was 60.
Mm-hmm.
The one in Bell Fountain, that one was 72.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one we just got in Jennings, that one was 72.
Got it. It's not going as fast as you want. And you acquired all of these, but with cash except for 2.
Yes.
Where'd you get the cash from? Everybody's dying to know.
Saving.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Wow, impressive. Slow clap.
Well, now the savings is gone, and so we have to keep going.
So we're cash poor, technically, but house rich. So the only thing that you need to do is we got 6 properties here. You would need to do you want to borrow from these properties to be able to buy more properties?
Yes, but okay, so I'm the only person doing the research. I mean, my husband looks for the houses, but to listen to all the information that you give and the other people that I listen to give, like the lady was saying, it's information overload.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely want to borrow from those houses, but I heard that you can't take if it's in your LLC, you can't get the money out.
Yes, you can. So you don't got to worry about that. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay borrowing from your houses. You absolutely that. I just took out my house in Bell Fountain Neighbors. I bought it for 30. It appraised for 130. I think I took out 90 and it was in an LLC. You can do that. Don't worry about that. I can help you with that.
Okay.
Okay. So our goal is to borrow from these houses to potentially like double the portfolio.
Yes.
And you probably want to double the portfolio in the next 6 to 12 months.
Yes.
Sooner? Oh my gosh. Do you want to do it sooner? This is so funny. Okay. Okay. So in 6, my pen just went out and I was really needing that pen. Everybody left this room. Okay. So, step 1, the very first thing that you need to do is all 6 properties, you need a comparative market analysis on all 6. You need a comparative market analysis on all 6. That's the first thing, because we need to determine out of the 6 which one has the most equity in it, which 1 or 2 or 3 have the most equity. Because in a perfect world, we don't need to pull out of all of them. We just need to figure out the best ones to pull out of that we get the most money from. All 6 of these tenants, are they paying on time?
2 or not. 2 or
Okay.
not.
Are any of these people family members?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay. It's okay. Do you raise your rents every year?
No. That's why the lady is still at
800. Okay. Okay. So it sounds like we won't be able to build Rome in a day, but it sounds like in general, you may be with my friend Destiny. You need me to like look at this portfolio. Lucky for you, I live in St. Louis and I can just do all the CMAs myself. So we need an analysis on each property so we can determine which 2 to 3 properties have the most equity that we know we can pull out money from. That's probably the number one thing we are going to do. Eventually, you need a plan to raise rents. And when people move out, you need to put them all on Section 8 so that they're easier to raise rents and you don't got to think about it. And so CMA, you're going to do an analysis on each property. Once the analysis is done, you're going to send that analysis to 2 lenders. That's your second step. That's it. You're going to do a comparative market analysis and you're going to send those 3 houses you choose to 2 lenders. You're going to say, hey, Mr. Lender, I got a bunch of houses, but these 3 I feel have the most equity. I owe nothing on them. Can you do a desktop appraisal or can you tell me the process to pulling out equity? Okay. The reason why we send them to more than one, y'all, because we want them to compete. We want to know fees. We want to be able to ask questions like origination fees, which go up and down. Some lenders, origination fee, which is the fee that the lender gets paid, is $5,000. Others is $2,000. We need to figure out who has the cheapest fees and all of that because you're gonna pay them to do this for you. And so in these initial conversations are free. We did the CMA. Both lenders are going to say, based on what you're sharing with me here, I believe you have $100,000 we can borrow, or 120, whatever the case may be. And then we want to see, because you like speed, which one is going to be able to turn over communication the fastest. The other reason why we send it out to more than one person is because we want to see how quickly they respond. That's massive in real estate, is the speed of lenders. Once you determine which lender you're going to go towards, you're going to apply to the lender, which, as you know from buying real estate, it's going to take maybe 30 minutes. Once you finish typing in everything on his site, he's going to send you an email on the things he needs you to send over to him. He is going to need things like the lease. Wait, do they need the lease? Just assume they need the lease. They're going to need the rent roll. Do you self-manage these properties, or do you professionally manage?
Yes,
Okay.
self-manage.
Do you love that?
So my husband does all that work.
He likes it.
He likes being in charge, but I don't think he has enough time to do it correctly. That's
Okay.
why two people can pay when they want to pay, and
Bingo.
yeah.
If I'm giving you professional advice, it's to pull these properties from him and put them in a property management company.
Okay.
And the reason why, y'all, a lot of people want to self-manage in the beginning, but you end up, which you're not in a bad place. You end up where people are paying late, and you end up where it gets away from you to increase rents, where you pay your PM only 10% a year, and they have a system in place where they increase rents for you. They let you know if there's maintenance things that need to happen. They let you know they're doing you're not even, is he cutting grass?
He's cutting grass.
No.
He's in the school. He's doing everything.
No, we're not doing any of that. We're writing leases that are in favor of your time being back, because you don't want to leave your 9 to 5 and then have your husband leave his 9 to 5 just to pick up a real estate job. No, you want a real estate portfolio that cash flows a lifestyle, not a real estate job. Two different things.
Right.
Trust me, I've been there. So we really need to start having conversations about which property management partners in St. Louis make sense to inherit this portfolio. In a perfect world, based on your time and capacity, your property management partners, perfect world scenario, they would walk each property and give you a list of things that need to be done in order for them to inherit it. We got to get, some of these people have been here for a while, so we need to see the inside of some of these properties. A separate conversation. But the first three steps are super easy. You're doing an analysis, you're sending that to 2 or more lenders, you're asking the lender for the next steps. You would have probably $250,000, maybe a little less, in 25 days if you just did those 3 steps.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Gabby.
You're welcome. What questions do you have for me?
That was it. I just needed to know what I needed to do to get this ball moving faster.
Okay. Yep, absolutely. So if you like, I was saying this to Destiny too. We just launched our consulting and accountability. It's like, I don't like to use the word coach because it's been overused, but it is consulting, where we would do the majority of this for you, and help you with the process and make sure that you're on a path to getting the most money in all areas. We soft launch it's called Focus and Funded. It's a consulting program. We soft launched that tonight, and it starts in November. I can set up a call with you to see and walk you through what it is we're doing for 10 people we're selecting, to see if you're interested in joining that. And I would give you my lenders inside the program. We give you the lenders. We give you our coaching calls. We give you our Section 8 process. We give you everything.
Okay.
So let me know if you want access to a call so we can see if that makes sense for you.
And you said put it in my information in the chat.
Yeah, throw your phone number and email. I will text you and call you myself to see if that's something that makes sense for you.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, and I'll
Thank
text
you.
you myself, and we'll talk soon. Congratulations. You
Okay,
have
thank
an awesome portfolio. Excellent work. Tawanda, I'm listening.
Oh, I was listening to those too, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm interested in going, trying to buy property to start off. I know I'm having a meeting with you to sell the property, but I'm interested in, starting like they're starting to kind of get in the field to free up some, because I'm ready to retire, but I don't have a retirement plan because I've been doing her all this time. So I need to find some ways to free up some time, so towards my retirement. So I'm
Okay.
thinking real estate.
What you mean? What would you do in real estate?
I mean, I guess buy properties, invest.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out if I asked that question. That was the reason why I raised my hand. If I asked that question to see if I can get help to learn how to invest.
We're gonna sell that property first. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Then you're gonna be already in my wheelhouse. So I already just sent your information to my girl. She's looking at the area now.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. We're gonna do one thing at a time because then we get more information and we forget the same thing I just told Alex. She just has a different process than you. Her very first step, Gabby, can we go look at properties? Nope. We don't know. So for her, it's a no if we want to go look for properties. We got to go sell by. No, your first thing is doing the report on those properties, Alex.
Okay.
For you, your first thing is us running a report on your property and determining a sales strategy and getting on the market while people are buying before the next tax season. You got to sell it now. So we got to do one step at a time. Once you're liquid, hopefully whatever you're going to get, as much as we can get you, then, hey, Gabby, then yeah, I'm going to be here. We like working together. Of course, we'll help you start to organize a plan to put in place to buy more rentals. Yes, but first, first we're going to sell. Anybody else? I'm going to jump off of here. We've been here for an hour. I'm going to get some work done. This was a really, really, really good real estate rescue. I'm excited to have met all of y'all. Y'all got some really dope stories. It sounds like a lot of y'all have already taken action in some capacity. Even you, Destiny, that you own your own property. Miss Lisa, you own your own property. Don't think of that as something small. Y'all all tonight should do research on how many people, specifically Black women, who own real estate in America. It is not a large number. So you are of the minority. You're of the 1% of people that have done even that one thing. If you have equity in your property, talking to maybe Miss Lisa, and actually, I think everybody at this point probably does. You really should strongly consider talking to a lender or a realtor and asking them what is the estimated amount of equity. For somebody like Miss Lisa in California, been living here maybe it's several years. We're not pulling out all of the money. We're giving ourselves a line of credit. We're giving ourselves access to a piece of that so that it can go buy and do more. So how much can we access to go buy and do more? That's the question. And us getting the information, getting the equity amount, getting the what's possible is the first steps. Y'all got to actually take a first step, talking to professionals on what's possible. You did that tonight. A lot of y'all's next step is either talking to me later on this week or talking to a lender for your next steps. If you need anything at all ever from us, you can send me an email directly at hello@therealestatebay.com. We always respond there, and I'll talk to y'all very soon. See you. Have a good one.